Hey there, it's Cheyenne, and this is actually going to be my 5th episode of Cheyenne's Very Cool Life. I haven't done one since last summer, and it's high time that I did one. And I'm actually on I-10 heading east, just about to the Chiricahuas in southeastern Arizona, and I'm headed to White Sands National Monument in New Mexico. And I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't shot there in over 15 years. And of course, last time I did was on film. So I'm just passing through some beautiful green. It's late August, and it's very green down here. The monsoon has been very, very good to southeastern Arizona. So I just wanted to say hello and pop in, and I'll see you along the way, if not when I get to White Sands in New Mexico. Bye-bye. I'm out at beautiful White Sands National Monument in southern New Mexico. It took me about 8 hours to get here from Scottsdale today, but I just wanted to... It was not a bad drive either. I went through some nice rain, got my car washed from the big sandstorm the other day, but these clouds could not be better. It's so beautiful and quiet out here. And the colors, everything is just pastel and it's just beautiful. I'm giving you a nice little panoramic, and you can see we have some showers in the distance. Look at that. Very dramatic. It's a very ancient valley. Yes, there's the camera. This is the Tularosa Valley, and you can just feel, I mean, there's lava flows and these beautiful gypsum sand dunes, but I'm going to talk to you more about that in a little bit. But I just wanted to give you a little tour of the dunes while I'm out here. I mean, I'm going to walk you over here to one of the, there's little bugs out here, one of the little yucca plants that are so famous out here. How's that for the shot? Look at that. Bam. So there's just endless opportunities out here, and it's just beautiful. But I'm going to do a little bit more shooting, and then I'm going to put the camera on the tripod and have a little chat. And look forward to talking with you all. Okay, bye-bye. Well, as you can tell, I am alone. I hope I have this position right. But I am at, see how good you are, students, White Sands National Monument, New Mexico. I shot here about 15 years ago, and I don't remember really photographing that much when I was out here. I camped one night and it was raining, and I just know that wherever you point your camera out here, you're going to get an amazing photo. I mean, I just look around. I wish the camera had a swivel that I could do electronically, because it's just so, this valley just seems so ancient. It's an old lake bed, and there's still some of Lake Lucero left. But these are all, people call them sand dunes, but technically they're not sand dunes. They're gypsum, which is more of a crystal form than a sand form. But this valley is just beautiful. It's very ancient, and a lot of people come out here to shoot these very zen landscapes. We have the Oregon Mountains over this way toward Las Cruces, and it's just been a wonderful day shooting here. And like I said, there's really no way to get a bad photograph out here. So I'm going to continue shooting. The sun is going to set soon, and I will be back with you all later, and we'll see what the sunset brought me. And the sun has come out now, so I just want to give you another panoramic. Hey, and look. Hey, who's that? The texture of the dunes really comes out when the sun comes out. I mean, look at that. It's just amazing. Just amazing. It's going to get a little bright. I can barely see. But it's so beautiful. I mean, look at the texture of the dunes. You can just see the... I mean, can you tell? I don't know if this camera can pick it up, but it's just so beautiful. Do you see why they shoot so many commercials and movies out here? New Mexico really is the land of enchantment. Okay. So now, I hate to get in front of the camera because the scenery is just too beautiful, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about what I'm doing here. And the technique that I'm shooting everything through HDR. And as most of you know who know my work, I pretty much do everything I use Photomatics and process most of my photos, I'd say 99% now, in HDR, and then I do a little post-processing in Lightroom, which I just started a couple months ago. I go in and just tweak and sharpen a little bit. I like some of the presets, and I've kind of gotten a little bit crazy about vignettes. I really like those as well. And this is the perfect place out here because it's really hard with this white sand to get the correct exposure with all these different layers of landscapes and colors and tones. And HDR is going to really do an amazing job bringing up the texture of the sand and these amazing clouds. We've just got some amazing clouds out there. But also too, as some of you know too, that I just started a new online class. It's called Turn Your Photos into Fine Art. It's my online HDR class, and you can find out more about that in my blog, CheyenneRouse.com, CheyenneRouse.com, and just go to the workshops tab, and you'll see all the workshops under there and the classes. I do a private HDR class, and I work only in Photomatics for HDR. I do the online class, and for a limited time, I don't know when you're going to watch this video until September 30th, if you purchase my online class, I give you a coupon for a free metal or canvas print from McKenna Labs. They do a great job with my work, and I'll send you this coupon. It's a $65 value, if not more, just for purchasing the class. So make sure to check that out on my blog, CheyenneRouse.com. I also offer Sedona workshops. There's one coming very soon in September 24th. That's my Red Rock and Roads workshop, as well as once the desert cools off, I do a great workshop in a ghost town just east of Phoenix. So that's another one. It's the Goldfield Ghost Town. That's another one to look into. And there may be some changes coming with my gallery in Scottsdale. I'll keep you posted on that. Please follow me on Facebook if you're not already. It's facebook.com/Cheyenne, CHEYENNE.ROUSE. And that'll keep you updated with the latest changes in my gallery. I may be joining forces with another gallery in Scottsdale, but it's not final yet, so I'm not gonna say too much. But I'm just gonna once again take you off the tripod here and just the light. It's just not to be believed. So I'm gonna let you enjoy this like I'm enjoying it, and we'll see you. If this is the last time I see you on this video, which it may not be, see you in the next Cheyenne's I have a pretty cool. Thanks for being supportive, and thanks for being a fan. And just one last, my battery's getting low on this camera, so one last look around. And what I'll do on this video too is I'll put some photos in that I shot this evening as well at this wonderful, wonderful place in the land of enchantment. I'm out at White Sands again, and there are huge puddles. It poured out here last night, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. And as much as I know this isn't the Great Salt Lake, it sure smells like it right now with all this water, although I'm sure that this has a lot of similarities with it. But I found my own little great picnic spot. You have to love these retro picnic spots because it gets so windy out here, although there isn't a breeze right now and it's really, really hot. Tried to find a little shade. But there's nobody out here. You gotta love it. When it's hot, nobody comes out, and I like that. Look at these great, very 1960s retro shape. So anyway, I'm here having my picnic, but I was going to talk to you a little bit about White Sands. So I'm going to put you on the tripod and see if I can. Okay. And come over and talk to you. It's a hot one today. It's probably in the low 90s, but this morning I was out that way that I just showed you, at Three Rivers Bureau of Land Management site, where there are, wow, it's really bright, 21,000 petroglyphs on this one kind of mound of rocks. They were great. I got some great shots out there with the great clouds, and then wanted to get back through here because I really did want the sun high with puffy clouds today, and they're building. I've got some there's some good ones over there, but got some nice ones back here too, because I think with HDR, I mean, granted, a normal shots of this, you know, not during HDR, another process, might be kind of tricky because the sand is just so bright. I mean, it's like snow too, so you'd have to compensate, but I think HDR will really do some great things with the clouds. And again, I know I already talked about this in one of my last segments. If you're wanting to learn HDR for your own purposes, for your own photos, I have a new online class. It's very reasonable. It's 43 minutes. I teach you the basics of how to apply Photomatics to your photographs. And you can, I show you how to do it with one photo, or 3 or 4 or 5, however many you choose to use for your HDR. And it's so bright, I had to put my glasses up for a minute. My eyes are killing me. I know you like my ski glasses. I broke my other ones, so I have to get the silver ones out. But so I wanted to get out here with the puffy clouds and see how that would work. And like I said, I have the online class now, so you can go to CheyenneRouse.com, and I'll put a little slide at the end of this that has a little information on it, and just click on the workshops link, and you'll find that. And also, too, last night I was here till about 10 o'clock, little later, and it was a little darker than I anticipated, although it's extremely dark out here, which is great, but this whole dry lake bed, and I'm echoing a little bit being in here, it was surrounded by lightning. So I was out, you know, I went out for sunset, and I was a little tricky getting back. Luckily, I took a flashlight with me. And I found my way back. I just got to the road, and I have a really good sense of direction. Some don't, so they might have spent the night out in the dunes, which wouldn't have been horrible, but you definitely would have gotten wet. Because that lightning, and when I got back into Alamogordo, it was windy, and it was crazy. But I got some great lightning shots, although it's so dark I could barely tell what was in my viewfinder. I just couldn't see that well, so I just kind of would wing it, and I think I did okay on a couple of them. But it's nicer to have a little bit of light so you can see what you're doing. But and coming in here today, I used my pass from yesterday. This has to be the best deal of the century. It's $3 and for your entrance fee, and it's good for 6 days. And camping is free if you decided to camp. I didn't camp last night because I knew it was going to rain. What a deal of the century! So. Right now, after you finish watching this, of course, get your camera bag, get your duffel bag, pack your bags, pack your hiking boots, pack your sunscreen, lots of this, and this, of course, and get in your car and come out here. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, I'll be gone for 3 days, and I mean, my main expense, of course, is gas. So when I hear people say, oh, I can't do that, yes, you can. You can do it. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. So I want to urge you and inspire you and push you to get out there to those wild places and enjoy them. So you've probably seen, I've integrated some of the photos I've shot on this trip throughout this video, and I'll put a few more after this, and then I'll also put a slide at the very end that has my contact info. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cheyenne's Very Cool Life, White Sands, New Mexico, and we will see you next time. And once again, go to Facebook and be my friend. Just go to Facebook and look for Cheyenne L. Rouse. Do the L, because there's a lot of imposter Cheyennes on there that are not me. They're doing unscrupulous things that I'm not doing. So anyway, join me on Facebook. I think I have about 1,800 plus friends right now, and it's fun. I share photos, and we just have a great time together. And I keep you up to date on workshops and announcements and things like that. So again, thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.